This episode of Agency Focus is brought to you by Agree.com. Stop chasing invoices. Agree.com is the all-in-one contract-to-cash platform that combines e-signatures, invoices, and payments in one place. The moment a deal is signed, billing and collection happen automatically. No more juggling 3 tools. No more following up on money you've already earned. Over 75,000 users trust Agree to sign and get paid. And right now, when you book a demo, you'll get $500. That's not a typo. One platform built for people who run businesses, not paperwork. Go to agree.com/upgrade to book your demo and claim your $500. That's agree.com/upgrade. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Has been a minute. I'm John Suder, and this is Bart Mroz, and this is Agency Focus, build for founder-led agencies. At Agency Focus, we build systems for founder-led agencies who are done guessing and ready for clarity, predictability, and sustainable momentum. Bart, let me start with a question we hear from agency founders all the time. Revenue is flat or growing slower than they want, and they want to come to us. What's the first thing that they say that they need?
Money. Just get me some clients. That's literally actually that's usually the hey, we just need some leads or some clients, or we need to have some money at the door. That's like the first thing they do usually. The latest one is like our pipeline doesn't look great. We don't know what to do. We've tried everything. That's kind of usually.
Is that usually the right answer? Like, just get me more clients, or what? Is it deeper than that?
I mean, yes. I mean, it's not the right answer. It's the answer they give me.
Right. I guess that's phrased incorrectly. There's no right answer, but is it the right direction? Is it the right feeling?
Yeah. I mean, it's the right feeling when you're like your pipeline is kind of drying up. You don't know what to bring in. You don't know where it's coming from. So that's really one of the issues there. A lot of the stuff. So the weird part about all this is that it's not only just like I just need more clients. I mean, some of that stuff is just deeper internally, right? It's more of like your founder is trying to not only try to bring money in, but he's also delivering stuff, and it's also doing other things with it. If they're a little bigger, they have HR things, and you're trying to do everything and wear every single hat possible. There's founders that love selling, and that's what they do. There's founders that were craftspeople who became business owners. All of a sudden, they got bigger because they got good clients and they're delivering good work. But in the environments we are now, you kind of have to do a lot more work than that. Right. You have to do a lot more sort of out there being there and doing it.
Right. Okay. So we're going to touch on something today, something that you wrote a few weeks ago. We're digging into what you call the 3 revenue problems. And I want to understand this because the framing alone stopped me when I first heard you say it. And then we kind of teased it out. But I want you to explain to the audience what the 3 revenue problem is and take us along the framework.
Sure. So I make it, or in past month, we kind of came up with this whole idea of we have the new money, which is new clientele, which is net new logos.
All right. So now you're describing the 3. We use the metaphor buckets, which I think is
the buckets. Appropriate.
So the 3 buckets.
We have 3 buckets: new money, current money, and old money.
Everybody wants all 3 of those buckets, but
all of them are leaky all the time.
All right. So take us through each one at a high level.
All right, high level. So new money, it's the biggest thing. It's right. It's everybody wants net new logos, and that's the new clientele going out there trying to score new projects. That's the new money, sort of bringing in brand new money into.
Right.
Current money is your current clients. What you do every day with a client, and that has its own challenges. And then old money. Old money is clients you worked with before, people you worked with before, and they left for whatever reason. It could be they went somewhere else, or whatever it was, or they left the company and they're somewhere else, and there's a lot of that you can kind of decipher from that. But it's the old money that you had before.
Yeah, so it's not old money in terms of it's old family money. It's old money. It's old money that you used to trust and coming in, and now it ain't there so much anymore.
No, and you want to turn the old money into
New money,
current money
current
or new
money, current
money,
money.
new money and then current money.
All right, so we have three buckets, three completely different situations, and you're saying that agencies only have a plan for just one of them, just one bucket.
Usually one of them.
Which one is that?
Most of the time, it's new money. You're gonna try to get new money stuff,
Sure,
right?
sure.
And they don't actually look at all three of them across the board working together. That's sort of a part of that. People look at new stuff because they want just new logos, and when they work with current money, yes, some of them actually will grow the accounts. So it's your account management, it's growing your accounts and trying that. So people have sometimes a problem with it because they become order takers, and client goes, "Oh, here's a project. Okay, thank you."
Right, right.
You
So why don't founders work with the other two? Is it just that the new client wins just feel more successful instead of, maybe chasing money that's laying on the table? Is it the excitement of scoring a new client, or what's the philosophy there?
No, I mean, partially your current client stuff, right? It's just do that first. It feels like you just need to deliver a good service and not look at it as, oh, there's an opportunity all over the place. Some people call this like land and expand type things, right? But there's opportunity to grow. Everybody kind of wants to grow the current clientele, what they do with it, but they don't pragmatically or systematically go after it. I got one time, one of our clients actually said, we don't push them onto things. We just get smacked with the project from them. And I'm like, well, you got to go get the work.
Right.
And that has to do with some of the culture stuff and how you teach your people how to get projects or how to talk to a client or even those clients. It's the idea is like, I think their afraid is a lot of times is are you developers, designers and stuff like that. Well, they don't know how to ask for work or they don't want to sell. I'm like, that's not really selling. That's part of the work that you do. It's figure out giving solutions to a client, giving them ideas is part of that. It's part of selling. So, I mean, two of the best people to do this after a lot of time is Brody and my old business partner and Melissa. I mean, those two like they knew how to do this every day, all day long, and come up with that stuff all the time.
So that's basically what we're trying to the education that we are trying to provide through our services. So you're talking about the old clients. It just feels awkward chasing after them, and it seems like a pretty expensive option, ignoring that money on the table.
Yeah.
So let's go deeper in each one. Let's start with new money. What does it actually take to work that bucket well or properly? Might be a better phrase.
Sort of in the style I like to work in, relationship based or a account based management style or sales. Instead of going wide, you're going deep with an account. I mean, 3 to 6 months just to get in somewhere or have that conversation and a lot of reps, but slow reps. It's not 1,000 phone calls or emails daily. It's two,
Right. But speaking of patience, I was going to say a lot of people don't have that kind of patience. Like, how do you coach them through that?
It's the job. It's I'm sorry, but that is the current, it's the world. Like we don't sell widgets. We are in a relationship business. You have to get known. Sure, there's plenty of agencies that will do that and do quick hits and all that kind of stuff. And you can do market yes, but we are starting building out $250,000, $500,000, $1 million systems, working with these clients at a bigger level. People need to buy for people they like and understand and be educated and understand that this is work. Right.
I mean, that makes a complete sense. But what if you're talking about a founder who's like, I need cash on the books right now? Like, how do you, getting that patience? It's got to be hard. I mean, how do we get past that?
So if you have a small agency, you're starting out or something like that, you should probably take on anything you can to bring cash in a thing. As long as
you've been there.
You have the yes and
yes
and
and
the end is
yes and
As long as you have a way to offboard those clients if they don't fit your thing,
Right.
right? That's really one of the biggest things, and that's where a lot of people sometimes get lost. It's like, oh, we took all these projects or things. Then you got to decide: do you actually want to do that work?
Mm-hmm.
It could be good work. Listen, it's possible that you could do work. I mean, partially like when we work with ACP, we're like, oh, here's your two pillars, but also there's some of this work here that you can take on sometimes.
Right.
And then you go, oh, wait a minute, there's something we like doing. This is what we're doing, and change that, right? So the offboarding is offboarding into an actual steady pillar of what you do, or offboarding client completely.
Right.
So it's both.
All right. So that was new money. Let's talk about current money. You said most agencies are sleeping on this one. How do you get that one to work properly?
So most agencies, like I said, they don't look at their team members to bring that business in, right? They look at a account manager to talk QBRs or, quarterly reviews and stuff like that, instead of having a daily thing, or having, when that phone call happens every single week with a client, having a way to like understand what the client's saying and going, oh, we have these ideas for you. Or the client for the past 3 weeks mentioned this particular thing. Let's write that down, bring it up and go, hey, this is what they need to do. So having this sort of proper way of being positive, no, progressive, no, that's not it. It's one of these words. It is a
words are hard.
Yeah, words hard. But being proactive, there you go. Proactive about it, proactive about what you're doing, and bringing that from a client and having those conversations, because the more you can bring them the solutions all the time and understanding it, that comes up once. The other side of it, and we used to do this too, is do the research what's happening, right? Making sure you're on top of what's happening with the company, what's happening with the industry. Are they putting out their big hole reports? Have that moment of that, right? So one of the current money things, when you have a little bit bigger company where there's multiple departments, you might be working with one, right? But if you do a little bit of research and go, oh, by the way, this company also needs 3 of these projects that we found online, with our research that we could fit, you go to your person that you talk to every day, go, hey, listen, we found these things. I think the companies that can you introduce us to that? We could be not correct whatsoever, but it's being proactive about this stuff and going, hey, we have all the ideas. We want to help you do whatever you need to do.
So it's a subtle difference between, we'll call it account growth and account management. Account management means you're moving pieces around on autopilot. Account growth is we're taking a vested interest in what is going on in your business, and you're not just a client, you're a partner. We're going to help you grow. Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, we're growing. I mean, growing obviously account for us, but also doing a lot more solutions and spreading our wings into the client.
Right. So it's more like the money is sitting there and they're not picking it up because they're focusing on
the day-to-day, just delivering whatever their project is currently.
Right.
And that has to do with how you structure that, right? The way we did it was the people who were working on it every single day understood that, like, my simplest way of taking it, welcome to agency world, go get the work.
Right.
That's your job. It's literally to get more work, right? You should not have that, like, client hire us for our expertise in solutioning this stuff means go get the work, right? Even if you get labeled or pigeonholed into being a staff aug type of agency, because converting that from a staff aug to, like, we have all these ideas, blah, 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 it's hard, but you can do it as long as the management knows how to do that kind of.
Right. How to navigate that and not act like you were either a know-it-all or you're trying to step on their feet or you're trying to give them
I mean, it takes gentle parenting.
Yeah, because I've had some that said, we don't need your unsolicited advice. It's like, okay, great, cool.
You got to be like a little, but that takes time. That takes, effort.
And it also takes trust from the client as well.
Correct. It's the idea of the whole trusting against just tasks, right? If you're just delivering tasks, you're just you're just that body there to do.
You're just a body, and bodies are easy to.
Which now get replaced by AI.
Right. Exactly. I don't need you. I have an agent doing all this. All right. So let's talk about old money. So this is the one that kind of makes me uncomfortable because when I think about when I had my agency on your end, what's a proper way to really gauge a former client? Like how walk me through that.
Well, let's preface a little bit of old money. So old money because it fits our kind of thing. We've been doing this forever, but also like it comes from our friend Joe Rinaldi too. He has a whole idea of old gold, which is your old contacts. This is part of this. And mining them, and it's kind of the old stuff, like having the relationship with somebody. The old money stuff is kind of like, do they go to a different company? Do they go somewhere else? We had this project. Can we contact them? If you're contacting them, like there's all most of your money's there in reality, right? To get, right? Because the contacts work with you or you had some relationship there. So you keep working. The fun part of that is that you actually have to be genuine in any of three of these when you talk to these people. So it's not like, oh, hey, we're looking for work, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, say any one of those things. You just can't do that. You have to go deep with this some of the stuff, see what these people are doing. Spend a little bit of time with what they are. Do you comment on their LinkedIn? Do you comment on their stuff? Are you subscribe to their stuff? What's going on in the company? What's going like if you have a relationship, what's going on in their families? Like all that kind of things that you have to just do relationship wise.
So it's really just I hate to even say this, but it's human talk. It's
All
natural.
human talk.
It's a
Yeah.
natural human thing to ask, "Hey, been a while. How are you?" And I know a lot of people won't even bother to do that because
And don't even go, hey, it's been a while. It's like, hey, I saw you did this. Do
yeah,
research.
put some context
Actually
to it.
care.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Give a shit for a second.
Yeah, because they're going to read right away that you just went through your contact and said, "Oh, Joe Alvarado, haven't spoken to him in 6 months. Hey, Joe, what's going on?" Next
I think one
guy.
of the worst messages right now you can send is like, hey, it's been a while. We should catch up.
Yeah, right. All right. So, not touching base, not we should catch up. What's the gold? What's the gold there?
There, right there, it's looking what they're doing right now. Look at their LinkedIn. It's like, hey, I saw you do this. And it's even better if it's like a little more personal thing if you can find it. Or
Right.
like,
So take some
hey,
time. So build into your cadence, building time to research the old money client, see what he's up to, take some context. And if you were smart in your CMS, you would have, hey, Joe Alvarado. He's got a 5-year-old kid who loves soccer. You've got all this. You've got a what they call a dossier. You should have a dossier on every one of your clients. You pull that out and you use that to, I guess, break the ice, right?
yeah. And you can play a lot. Like if you haven't talked to her in a while, yeah, do a little bit more outreach, go back and forth, have a conversation, spend about a month or two just doing that, right? Like actually have a rebuilding the relationship a little bit.
Mhm.
And then you can play with a lot of different things. Like, gifts are fun, but you have to know how to do them properly too.
Right, right.
Don't ever send alcohol. I don't
Don't
care.
send alcohol, right? I mean, there's a lot of taboos now.
I can do a whole episode just on that kind of
It's
fun
not
stuff.
it's not Don Draper days where it's like let's go out and get drunk for lunch and
No, but one of our clients had a birthday last week, and I used Uber to send a whole bunch of cupcakes to the office because I
there you
know
go.
they were actually in the office, right? And that's like the easiest thing, and it was local, so you got local stuff. Like you can play that a little bit.
Right. So you're being thoughtful. You're being obviously generous with your time, generous with a little bit of money, right? I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, but it goes a long way. It doesn't matter. That's just that moment, right? My other tip is don't send gifts with your logo on it ever.
Yeah, that's
Don't ever do that.
that was okay, 25 years ago. .com swag and all that. But even then it was kind of like, oh, great.
Swag is for conferences.
Swags for conferences. I agree. It's not for corporate gifts. It's like I
No.
don't I don't want your logo on my water bottle. If you want to send me a nice water bottle, that's great.
Put
But
my name on it. You
yeah.
put my name on it, I know
Right.
exactly who's coming from. Like that is like the funniest thing about that. Just put their name on it or
Yeah.
their logo. I mean, their name is kind of fun, but put their logo on it.
Sure. Absolutely.
But that's some of that. Like actually giving a shit is
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
biggest thing about this, right? Don't put hope as well. Like that is the stop. Stop doing that shit. Stop it.
Speak like a human.
You know why I hope everything is well in the first line is just dumb. A, it's not genuine, first of all. Second of all, you just don't know
Yeah.
because nothing could be well.
Yeah. Everything could be rather unwell.
And you kind of want to know that, but you kind of got to tell that from what's happening, right?
But you've got to be more of an explorer instead of just, hey, I'm a salesman with trying to get my foot back in the door.
Right. The other thing is like when you're an email, doing a PS, be like, hey, listen, like blah, 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 PS, Bill, I saw you that, or like whatever's going on personally. Like sometimes you want to do that, right? Like that fun trick. It just makes it, I don't know. I feel like the hope as well is like warm regards.
Yeah. Best wishes.
Best wishes.
Oh, here's the other one. Cheers. Everyone goes cheers now.
It's more of take the corporate speak out of it.
Yeah, be authentic.
Be a human, especially in the AI version, like in the AI world. Be a little more human.
Right. Leave those end dashes out too.
Why not read any one of those things? But misspell something. Like if you misspell something, like just be genuine person. Like here's the thing about those kind of cadences is like you can do that on a walk anywhere or leave a voicemail or any one of those things, right?
Yeah, it's
who is it that used to do this really well? Oh, Jesse Ixler. He still does this. He wherever he is, he like writes 5 notes every single morning. Like actually writes them and sends them out.
That's a great practice.
Like that is literally it. Just goes.
That is actually
he's been doing this forever.
That's probably a nugget right there because the lost art of people writing notes.
Yeah, I mean anywhere.
Personal. I mean it's
the little trick to that. The tricky part of that, you actually have to have their address, and like people work from home, and it's a little harder to do. But you can get that. If you can get to a point where it's like you have their addresses, just do it. You know.
Right. All right. So we're going up on 30 minutes. So I want to zoom out for a second. We talk about the plateau. Why do you think, what's the root causes? Why do you think agencies get stuck at the same number each year?
Oh, I don't think, owners get busy and they try to do, not expand. And there's a whole bunch of reasons. Like, it really depends. Like, if you're the artisan, the maker, the develop, like, sometimes you get stuck there.
Yeah.
Right. Like, one of my favorite examples is our friends at Suder. Will is not the CEO, right? But he's the doer. He's the maker. He loves the stuff, right? So he's the owner, but he gave up the CEO, like all the running away from somebody, give that to whoever loves that craft, right? So like you get stuck in some of this stuff where like you have to love the craft. Like everybody's like, oh, the craft of the doing, right? The design, the development, stuff like that.
Yep.
Running businesses is also a craft. Doing business development is also a craft. Doing sales, doing operations is a craft.
Yeah. I'll speak as a designer. Wearing all those hats can sometimes be painful, and you've got to bring the right people in to help with that. But
you get stuck, and it's evolve. Clients evolve, and you get stuck, and then sometimes you get. We spend these many years on doing referrals and that worked for us for a long time, but it's not working anymore.
Right.
Or we have these 5 clients and they've been steady clients for 5 years, 10 years. And now it's like, and somebody goes, oh, we got to go. Now what? The other thing is like, you get complacent, right? You have all this work and it's working, but then you don't do the business development growth part of that while you're busy.
Yeah, and we talked about other side of the coin, a founder who's desperate to bring money in. Nothing screws up a pitch more than the scent of desperation because people can smell that on you.
Exactly.
And they can feel it. All right. So for the founder who's listening to this right now, nodding along, saying this is exactly where I'm at, or I'm feeling this, or I'm this bucket. But it seems like building 3 systems is a lot. So what's your advice there?
Start with the current money stuff. Figure that out. Expand. You already have the client. They're already working with you. Or they trust you, right? That's the first one. The second one is probably the old money stuff. Because that gives you, because the old money stuff becomes new money.
Right.
If it's new clients, they're somewhere else. That's a new client, right? And then new money. The current stuff also gives you the ICP and who you want to work with and the stuff. So you got to figure that out. That means you can go to old money and go, this is what we're doing. And then you go to new money.
Right. But new money, even though we've put that bucket in third place, it's where everyone starts because I guess they feel that it's the easiest and it's
the wrong bucket to start with.
Right.
In reality, it depends where you are in agency sort of life sort of place. If you're just starting out, old money is where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
because it's people you talk to. This is what I hear, and even from like what we do now, and from people who are starting their own thing. They've been in corporate forever. They want to start. They're like, where do I find clients? I'm like, in your network. You already have it, right? You just got to do the work to talk to. And they're like, well, people who are in my network don't match what I do now. Doesn't matter, because it could be an attorney that you talk to and they have the clients, the
Right.
accountant, you have the clients. Like, you literally have to talk to everybody what you do all the time till you're sick about it and blue in the face, and then you got to do it more.
Right. So I would say the fix for each is a playbook for each bucket.
Yeah, but they all work into each other.
Right.
Like, there's some playbooks in it, but they're kind of the same in some ways, right? You still got to do research.
There's definitely overlap. There's definitely overlap.
Yeah, there's tons of them, right? Research, you got to see what people are doing across the board, right? It's easier to find the contacts because in the current money, because you're working with them, or their old money because you already have them. So that's some of that. But research and just giving a damn is the same across the board.
And do what with it? Craft and care.
Craft and care about what you're
Craft and care about what you do, which will be another episode, but we're talking about buckets today. All right, Bart, run out of time. I want to give you the last word here. If a founder takes nothing else from this conversation, what's the one nugget, the one piece of advice you give?
Give a shit.
Yeah, we're going to have shirts made up. Give a shit.
Two things. A, give a shit. And actually, the second one, it probably the more important one, is just reach out to people. Literally, just reach out. Do not shy away from it. Don't overguess it. Do a little bit of research and reach out. There's nothing stopping. Like, just do things. People get wrapped up in that stuff way too much.
Excellent. Excellent advice. If you want to go any deeper on this, Bart writes about the 3 buckets and more in the Playbook, our weekly newsletter for founder-led agencies. The links will be in the show notes. And if you know a founder that's stuck at the same number year after year and keeps saying they need more leads, send them this episode. It might reframe the whole conversation for them. Thanks for being here, Bart.
See ya.
All right. We'll see you next week.
What do you do now,